Hi guys, and welcome back to Sonic Academy's How to Make Progressive Trance with me, Chris Agnelli. In this next part of arranging the intro, we're going to create some new synths. So if we highlight a green track, which means it's MIDI software instrument, we're going to insert an ESP. And ESP is a brilliant little synth. I absolutely love it. It's just so simple and easy to program, and no fuss, no complicated matrices or anything. It just does what it says in the tin. So what we're going to do is create some just normal white noise. So this is a noise generator. All the other tones, waveforms, sorry, turned down. Just the white noise generator. Frequency at full. The ADSR is attack, sustain up full, release probably where it is. A little bit of chorus because it gives it nice stereo spread, and a little bit of resonance just so when we so it's just a bit more interesting. And that's it. That just gives us our sweep. We are going to add a compressor to that, just because with the resonance it can get a wee bit unwieldy, so we're just going to add in a dab of compression. So ratio about 4:1:1. Attack, because it's sort of random, doesn't really come into it. And the next thing we're going to add is delay, tape delay again. And we want this to sort of, when we're sweeping up, we want the delays to start slightly feeding back in themselves, and to get bigger and bigger. So about 53% feedback. Just take a bit of the low out, about 260. Again, bit of flutter rate and flutter intensity. So and there you go. Once we let go, we'll have a nice delay off. And I'm going to send that then to bus 30, and I'm going to create an empty MIDI region. I want to start bar 21 to bar 33, and D3, so we just get a pen tool. Let's make that nice and small. So switch off MIDI out so it doesn't play every time. There we go. And again, we're going to add in some automation, and that's just going to be the ESP cutoff. So let's pull the cutoff till we can just barely hear it. Doesn't need to be all the way down. So about there, up, and automation curve tool. So there you go, sounds good. We'll just pull the volume down. The next thing I want to do, and we'll lift this above all our effects, so it's just below pad 1. No, that didn't work. There we go. And the next thing we're going to create is just a sort of like a bass sort of answer to our main bass. It's just a nothing too complicated. It's just a sample from ES24. So EXS24 and factory synthesizers, sequence elements, I think it is. Sorry, try motion sequences. Oh, you. There it is. So synthesizers, sequence elements, and it's called Super FM LFO. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Synthesizers, sequence elements, Super FM LFO. So it's kind of, it's almost dubsteppy. So this is going to kind of just be an answer to our bass. So switch off automation, create empty region, and we can draw in our note sequences. So D2, let's get a pencil tool. Oh, I don't think we want that, so let's slam that right up. So we want to snap that to the division. Let's just make that. Sorry, so let's pencil tool, we want one there, one there, one there, and one there. I think turn the velocity in this one down. So let's flip that out and have a listen. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's fine. That's just let me just turn that. So take off the loop and let's copy out a few instances of this. Again, control click and merge per track. Let's lift that up above all our effects so it's just below 10. So we'll rename this white noise riser. And answer bass. So, and answer bass is brown, so open color palette, and we'll make that a sort of light brown. And again, we'll add some effects to this. I think let's add a bit of distortion, just a little bit of overdrive. It's a grungy, it's a dubsteppy sort of sound. So let's make it sound dubsteppy, and let's pull the output out. And then a low cut. In fact, we'll do an EQ first. We'll have it about 100 and 200, and then we'll do a low cut. And this low cut is, we're going to filter down to introduce it. So switch on automation and select our low cut frequency, and so we can just barely hear it there. And again, our automation curve tool, so that's sounding okay. The next thing I want to do is just get our intro right. So we'll just move these up to 49, and I'll copy a block of kick bass just up to here, and we want some of our effects. We want our explosion hit. Sorry, they're in the wrong tracks. Control Z. Move them down. And the only other bass, we want our sub just in there. The next thing we want in just is the this explosion hit, and this is just going to be like a sort of off clap. Now we want it to come in here. So, sorry, my apologies, we want it in there. And we'll scroll all the sort of percussion and drums back so they stop and this clap comes in. So, let's make that sound a bit more interesting. Bit of a low cut. And again, let's send that over to your bus 30. Let's see how it sounds. So you can hear, again, as with the crash cymbal, we're missing the initial. So let's not send it to bus 30. Let's give it its own output, and let's just add a compressor. Paste bus 32, and let's just reduce the amount to let lots of attack in. That sounds nice. So let's have a little bit of ambience as well going along. starting to sound good. So in the next part, we're going to start arranging up until the break.